After being banished from the beautiful Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, their faces etched with the sorrow of paradise lost, began their life outside. Though the world was now marked by struggle, pain, and a newfound distance from God's immediate presence, it was also still a place of profound promise. And soon, new life entered their story. Eve, her long, dark hair, often gently framing her face, gave birth to a son and named him Cain, a sturdy boy with a determined gaze. She said, "With the help of the Lord I have brought forth a man." Later, she bore a second son, Abel, a more gentle soul with reflective eyes. As the brothers grew, they chose different paths. Abel, with his serene demeanor and simple animal skin tunic, became a shepherd, carefully tending to his flocks. Meanwhile, Cain, a robust man with strong hands and earthy clothing, worked the soil as a farmer. Both had a desire to bring offerings to God, but what they offered and how they offered it truly revealed the condition of their hearts. Cain brought some fruits of the ground, a portion of his harvest. Abel, however, brought the very best, the firstborn of his flock, and the rich, fatty portions, representing the purest, most valuable parts. God, whose presence was felt as a warm, discerning light from above, looked with favor on Abel and his offering, accepting it with grace, but God did not accept Cain's. The exact reason isn't clearly stated, but the implication is clear. God, in his infinite wisdom, saw into their hearts. Abel gave with genuine faith and honor. Cain gave out of obligation, perhaps carelessly or without true reverence. Cain's face, usually set in a determined expression, darkened ominously with raw anger and festering jealousy, his fists clenched. God, in his boundless mercy, approached Cain, his luminous presence radiating a gentle but firm light. God spoke kindly, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." It was a profound warning, a loving chance for Cain to turn back from the path of destruction. But Cain did not listen. The anger festered within his heart. One day he spoke to Abel, his voice deceptively calm. "Let's go out to the field." There, in the desolate openness, away from any watchful eyes, Cain rose up against his younger brother. His strong farmer's hands, once used to cultivate life, were now stained with Abel's innocent blood. It was the first murder in human history, one brother's hands forever marked by the blood of the other. God, his voice now echoing with sorrowful authority from the heavens, confronted Cain. "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain responded with defiant arrogance, his face still dark with resentment. "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But God saw everything. "What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." And so, judgment came. God declared that Cain would be cursed from the earth, no longer able to farm fruitfully. The soil would reject his labor. He would become a restless wanderer, perpetually moving across the land. Cain protested, afraid that someone might kill him in revenge for his heinous act. But even in wrath, God showed a glimmer of mercy. He placed a distinguishing mark upon Cain, not as a sign of honor, but as a sign of protection, ensuring that no one who found him would kill him. Cain, his shoulders slumped in despair and defiance, went east, away from the presence of the Lord, and settled in the distant land of Nod. There he built a city, a testament to his new independent existence, and named it after his son Enoch. His descendants became known for various achievements, showcasing human ingenuity apart from God. Jabal was the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock, forging new ways of life. Jubal was the ancestor of musicians, creating harmony and art. And Tubal-Cain was a skilled metalworker in bronze and iron, shaping the earth's resources. Yet, the seed of violence planted by Cain also continued through his line. Lamech, a descendant of Cain, brazenly boasted of killing a man and invoked a harsh 77-fold vengeance, far exceeding God's original retribution. Meanwhile, Adam and Eve, enduring their loss but clinging to hope, had another son. They named him Seth, For Eve, with a gentle smile, said, "God has granted me another child in place of Abel." And to Seth also a son was born, Enosh. And at that significant time, people began to once again call on the name of the Lord, a subtle whisper of renewed connection and hope in a fallen world. Having explored the compelling narrative of Cain and Abel, diabolizing of worship, jealousy, and the first devastating act of human violence, it's time to connect directly with the source. The raw power of this story, its warnings, and its subtle hints of grace truly come alive in its original form. Join us now as we open the Holy Bible and present Genesis chapter 4, verse by verse. Let these ancient words speak for themselves, offering profound insights and deeper reflections on this foundational account of humanity's early struggles and God's enduring interaction with a fallen world. Cain and Abel 4. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, "With the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man." 2 later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. 3 in the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord. 4 and Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering. 5 But on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. 6 Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? 7 If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." 8 Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. 9 Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" 10 The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen. Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." 11 Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. 12 When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. 13 Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear." 14 Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. 15 But the Lord said to him, "Not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. 16 So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. 17 Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. 18 To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad was the father of Mehujael, and Mehujael was the father of Methushael, and Methushael was the father of Lamech. 19 Lamech married 2 women, one named Ada and the other Zillah. 20 Ada gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock. 21 His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who play stringed instruments and pipes. 22 Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, who forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah. 23 Lamech said to his wives, "Ada and Zillah, listen to me. Wives of Lamech, hear me." 25 Adam made love to his wife again, and she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, "God has granted me another child in place of Abel, since Cain killed him." 26 Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh. At that time, people began to call on the name of the Lord. As we bring our exploration of Genesis chapter 4 to a close, we are left to ponder the echoes of Cain and Abel's story in our own lives and in the world around us. This chapter, with its stark portrayal of choice and consequence, reminds us of the profound impact of our internal battles and the ever-present grace of the divine. It's a story of human struggle, but also of God's unwavering presence. even in the face of our deepest failures. If this journey through Genesis 4 offered you new perspectives, sparked a thought, or resonated with your spirit, we'd be incredibly grateful for your support. Please hit that like button to help us share these powerful narratives with a wider audience. Your insights enrich our community. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below with your reflections, questions, or what struck you most about this chapter. Knowledge grows when shared, so please share this video. And to ensure you don't miss our next deep dive into Scripture, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. For those who feel called to support our mission more directly and gain access to exclusive content, consider clicking the Join button below to become a valued member of our growing community. Your generosity truly makes a difference. From the depths of these ancient texts, we extend our most sincere thanks for joining us on this impactful journey. We look forward to connecting with you again in our next exploration.